Welcome back to Tom's Gear Garage again, boys and girls. Good morning. Today, all day, pow. It's an Ariens IKONXD52, and he has chewed up another belt, blade belt. I'm glad it didn't come all the way off because they don't have no diagram sticker anywhere on this tractor I could find that shows the belt routing diagram, so I reckon this video will be about that and swapping out the blade belt. I believe so. Ooh, yeah, he chewed it up pretty good. It's gotten under this pulley here. I tell you, we've had so much rain this year. This grass, man, I've done a lot of these belts and stuff. This grass is so thick. Lots of belts. It is belt season. All right, let's get these covers taken off. This thing must have whipped when he hit a clump or something and it jumped off here and went under. These spindles, you got 3 of them. They're bolted from under up through the deck, and the head, the end of the screw sticks up under that pulley. And if that belt gets under that pulley and behind those studs sticking up, well, you're gonna play the devil getting it out. So what we're gonna have to do is just cut this thing, because it's behind 2 of those studs sticking up, so that's gonna be awful. All right, first thing we're gonna do is get these covers off. Grab yourself a 3/8 socket. Reach around here like that. Get that one right there. I'm going to take a magic marker somewhere on this tractor and make a belt diagram, because you know what's going to happen again. We're lucky enough now to have the belt still on there so we can know how it goes. All right, let's get the other one off. I got the deck on its lowest setting, so it'll give us the most room to get under it. I got to change hands. That 3rd screw back there is hard to get to. You got to maneuver. This ain't the first time I put a belt on this thing. He's got such fine grass. Yep. There we go. One-handed. How you like that? Okay, I'll give you another idea how it goes. Let's go through and see how the belt is routed. All right, from the engine PTO pulley, it comes up. The back side of the belt goes around this. That's what gives us this spring-loaded tension pulley. Is what gives it its tension. This one is mounted permanently to the deck. This one is movable. That's what gives you your tension. All right, from the engine, it goes around this pulley, goes around this spindle blade pulley, and it goes on the outside. See, the inside V part goes around this. The inside V part goes around this one, which spins this blade, and it goes on the inside of this stationary. The back side of the belt goes around this stationary pulley. That's all it is just a pulley. And then it goes around way over there to that 3rd blade pulley, and the V part goes around the outside of it. So the inside of the belt will go around the pulley that way, and it comes back. And here's another stationary pulley. It comes around, the back side of the belt goes around here, and right back to the engine pulley. You can kind of tell because these belt keepers, if you put it together in a way that this belt can interfere with this belt keeper, you've got it together wrong. And this has a belt keeper here because it goes around. This will always be centered about center where the belt is riding. Okay, just like that. And you're looking to the rear of the tractor towards the engine. Let's walk over here and get another good look at it. There's There's another eyeball on it. The only thing wrong is that belt is, see how it's under that pulley? It's supposed to be on the outside V part. All right, I'm going to set the camera up and we're going to replace this belt. We are. And I think I'll set you right here. Let's see, where's a good place to put you? Where's a good place to put you? Let's see, I wonder if I can set you on the top of the deck, get you a good close up. Well, I don't think my tripod is going to go that low. Let's see, I'll raise you back up and get you a good look. Well, it's still in a good view. I wonder if I can just set you right here. Well, let me hit pause. I'm going to find a good place to put the camera, and I'm going to figure out who that is texting me. Y'all hang with. All right. I guess I'll just put you right here because that's about the best view. You can see the engine pulley back there. It just goes around it. Make sure you take it up over that bar. There's really no way to do it but that way right there. So, okay. Okay, first thing we're going to do is just grab yourself a big old pry bar like this right here. Let me slide the camera over a little bit. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and get it off this pulley right here first. Okay. That way it'll give us all the slack we need. So we'll reach back here and just pull it off that engine pulley. PTO. Okay. It's off there. We're going to have to take this nut off and that nut because we're going to have to pull these belt keepers off. To do that, we got to use Charles Dean's tool he sent me from Texas. Little spring puller. All right. Tough little spring. That's a cool little tool. Thank you, Charlie. All right there. We'll let that sit. And then take this 9/16 nut off here. I don't know how tight that thing is, but let me grab a pry bar again. See if I can hold back on this. Hold back on that lever right there. I don't know how we can do it. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Push it all the way that way. Well, I don't want to break it. I don't want to hurt it. Pure strength. These are lock nuts too, so they're going to be tough coming all the way off. All right, there's the nut. And this is the thing that goes under the nut that hooks that spring hooks around. I'll just lift this off. See, it's hard to put this on wrong because you know this little part's got to go in that hole right there. That's what holds it where it needs to stay. All right, now let's get this one off. Let me go around the other side. See if I can reach it a little better over here. Hi-ya! On this side over here, I'll show you, you've got a hole. You've got a hole in the deck right there where this sits. That keeps it at the right position. I don't have enough room to get my impact in there to hit this nut. That will just lift off like that. You don't need to take this washer off. All right, and there goes that. There goes that. There goes that. we're gonna have to cut that belt because we ain't gonna be able to get it out from behind those studs. So let's grab something to cut it with. I should have used something a little stronger than this. Yeah. Try to cut that little piece of the side cutter. That ain't gonna work. I use my metal shearer. These things are pretty tough. If I can grab it. It's a pretty tough belt. Okay, we are committed. Let's see. Slide all the way that way. We can get the belt out from under this one. I'm hoping I can just pull that out from under there. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Big old hunk of it right there. All right. All right. I got it all wrapped around my legs. And here's the new belt. Part number 072-00023. Mighty Rugged. That was my nickname back in high school when I played in the ballet class. Hey, there goes the Amazon guy. I got some parts. 114.5 inches is the length of this belt. And it is a big long one too. I could put my foot on it. It's about as tall as I am. That's a long one there. Okay. What we'll do is take and feed this belt back yonder. Let me go back to the back of the tractor and pick it up over that bar. I'll go ahead and try to get it around this engine pulley. Then I'll come around to the passenger side. Back side of the belt goes around that one. Inside V part of the belt goes around this blade pulley. It goes around. Back side of the belt goes around that one. The V side of the belt goes around that one. Okay. And we'll take and go back under this pulley here. Snake it around. Don't hurt the belt. All right. Around that pulley right there. Let's see, it's falling off the engine pulley. All right, let me see here. Let me get it back on the engine. Okay, and then when that thing tightens, just like that, goes on the inside of them two, comes out, goes around that blade pulley, around the back side of that one, around the front side of that one, around this one. That's why I chose a white belt for this video, so y'all can see it better. You believe that? All right, there we go. All right, now I'm going to take the belt back off this pulley here because I want this one to rest against that one, so I can tighten that nut back on there. All right, put your little blade, your belt keeper back on there. That little part goes like that. And what did I do with the wrench? I left it over there. Okay. Now we'll get the spring put back on there. Hiya! Thank you, Charlie. Right. Hey, I got the fans turned off because it ain't so hot out there today, but still kind of stuffy. You don't have to hear the fans blowing in the background. All right, now this one goes in that hole right there. Like that. It sits on top of that washer. Let's see, let me go around that way. My arm ain't right there in front of you. Whew. Okay. Now for the last part. I'll tell you, I'd hate to have to do this on the ground out in a gravel driveway or something. That would be horrible. Horrible thing to have to do. Okay. Now what I'll do, stick my little pry bar right there. Watch them fingers. All right. Get that little piece of belt out of there. There's another piece. All right, when the engine is running, that's what it looks like. Right there, just like that. I'm just gonna sit here and do this all day long. All right, everything looks hunky-dory. Now we'll get the covers back on there. Whew. I don't know why I'm breathing hard. It's not a hard job to do. Let's see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my magic marker. Where's a good place? I like to do it right in here. That way the cover kind of protects it. Okay, we've got the engine pulley. It comes up to a stationary pulley. Here's your blade pulley. I'm going to put an X for the blades. And then you got one over here. Okay, you've got this stationary pulley. You've got, let's make sure I'm doing this right. You've got this pulley. And then you've got this pulley. And then you've got the little spring. That looks like a spring, don't it? Okay. So the belt, okay, let me write engine. That belt's in the way, I can't write engine on there. Engine. Okay, so the belt goes around here, straight to that pulley, on the inside of that pulley, outside of that pulley, to that engine pulley, back around to this one, and back around the engine, just like that. How you like that? It looks pretty good. Haha, shame on you, Ariens, for not putting a sticker on here. Okay, let's get the covers on. We are done with this job. Somewhere to set this camera. Get the little bolt started in the holes. This model number of this tractor is a 915267. This is the model number of this mower. I'll put that in the title somewhere. That way somebody can find it when they're trying to put their belt on. Okay. Going in the right direction, yep. Be very gentle. This is plastic. There we go. All right. All right. Clear the table. Clear the table. Oh, I forgot my flashlight. But forgot the old Johnny Reagan flashlight right there, boy. Yeah, that's about what I feel like today. All right, get this thing out of the way here. All right, everything's clear. All right. Let's see here, push that pedal down right there. Put it back on 4.5 where we had it. Give it a choke. Off this thing and raise it back up and take a look at the belt, make sure it ain't burnt nowhere, no scuffing, no craziness going on under there. I don't smell nothing. Everything looks pretty good. Well, all right, boys and girls, thanks for watching another Tom W video. Turn that thing off so I can end the video. Take care of each other. Holler if you need me. Tell somebody you live. Take your vegetables and eat your vitamins. And that was a blade belt on an IKONXD52. Model number 915267. Zero turn. This one's got the Kawasaki FR691V. Love y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be good. Love